Hey, Steve here from Post-Processing Mastery, and in this Photoshop tutorial I'm going to show you a couple of quick and easy ways to boost the colour in your images. So we're working on the same image as what we left off with in the last video, and so at the moment it's quite a low contrast. We've just taken the raw file and increased the shadow brightness to get to where we are now. And so the first way that I would boost colours in an image is simply by adding contrast using a levels adjustment. And so the method is basically just to add a levels adjustment, and you see we have these three control points along the bottom of the histogram in this panel here. I'm going to move this middle one up towards the right, and as you see I do that, and that darkens the image a bit. And I'm going to take this one on the right hand side and move it towards the left. And just concentrating on the foreground, especially at the moment, because obviously the sky, we're blowing that out. That's getting too contrasty there. And just toggling this off and on again, you can see the boost in contrast has actually brought these colours out and made them really quite pleasing. So if I was doing this for real, editing this image, I would basically make an adjustment like this to increase the contrast around the foreground here, and then using a gradient into the layer mask for this adjustment layer, I've already got that selected, so I've got a gradient, I've got a black and white, or a white foreground, black background, and I would just draw a quick gradient up there just to recover and just to mask out this effect from that top corner of the sky there. You could use a brush and probably be a little bit more accurate as well if you wanted to, or if you wanted to be really accurate you could use a luminosity mask. But yeah, that's the first method of really boosting colors, and it's by doing it in a way that we're achieving the colours as a side effect of increasing contrast. The next way that I'll show you is going to be a way where you can pick a certain colour and then just change the properties of that colour. And we're going to do that by adding a selective colour adjustment. So I'll do that now. And then we'll see what that gives us. We've got this drop down here where we can pick a particular colour within the image. Let's go with the blues. And we can affect how much cyan, magenta and yellow is in the blues within the image. So I'll just play with a couple of these sliders and see the effect that gives us. So let's see here. As I remove the yellow, so the blues in the shot have actually got some yellow in there. You can just see a subtle brightening and a subtle blueing of the water here. And also, let's just have a look at the magenta. Let's see what happens if we put a bit of magenta into the blues there. That's it's changing the colour quite significantly, but it depends. This is kind of a case of personal taste, really. And so we can remove the magenta, and it goes a lot sort of, well, not sure I like that. Whatever that effect is, I think I like it with a bit more magenta. And there we go. You can see that's only affecting the blues within the image because that's what we've got selected in the drop down here. And so that's the two techniques I wanted to show you in this video. You should probably take a bit more time than I have here just in this demonstration, just to really hone those colors in and make your images the best they can be. I kind of just rushed through it really just to sort of show you the nuts and bolts of the techniques. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, then just hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel below. And if you want to learn more about my Photoshop, my complete end-to-end workflow, then just click the button that's on the screen at the moment, and you'll be able to go and download my 20-page PDF cheat sheet for free, which just goes into all the details of my 6-step workflow for processing landscape images.